If you love botanical line drawing but sometimes feel like something's off in your sketches, you might be making one of these 3 common mistakes. So let's fix them together. Okay, mistake number 1, drawing the stem first. Okay, this is a common mistake of drawing the stem first. Let's just draw the stem, and I see it forking. Now I'm going to go in and try to draw these leaves. Okay, so here's the drawing the stems first. Okay, that looks pretty good actually, but let's try it again. Maybe drawing the leaves first. And I'm going to try to copy these leaves. I'm not even going to look at this anymore. So I'm going to start here up at the top. Okay, that's that leaf. Now I'm going to come over here and do this leaf. Okay, now this 2 sets of leaves. This one comes up and over. When you draw the leaves first, you have more of a natural variation happening. So now I'm just going to connect these 2, make those stems all connect, and now I'm going over to this one, making that connect down to these, and this one, and then let's see, let's get these over here. And then I just have to connect this. So this goes down to here, behind the node. Okay, now the question is, which one looks more natural? I think this one looks more natural because it looks like everything's growing from node to node, rather than things just being one continuous line and a little more stylized. So this is more stylized to me, and this is more realistic, even though it's stylized with my, wavy leaves, but you see the difference of drawing the stem first rather than not. Okay, that's the first mistake. So I like drawing my leaves first. The other thing you can do is, like, say, draw one set at a time and then just connect as you go. So that all can be done, and then I'll add my next set of leaves coming from here. And see how I can bend it out? I can bend it a little bit. It looks like it's more into the page and 3-dimensional. So I like doing that too, just building them out one at a time and then controlling what I'm doing that way. So that's another way. There, but not this. Not this. Oopsie, I'm gonna have to turn that into something, aren't I? Mistake number 2. So mistake number 2 is ignoring the negative space. What do I mean by that? Well, as I draw this, if I were to just start drawing these leaves, and then the next set, and the next set, and then I connected them like we just did. This isn't looking quite right, is it? I've got the shapes of the leaves correct, but I don't have the distance between the nodes correct. And so this looks very jumbly. It doesn't look like what we are drawing if you want to be realistic. Now this is quite fine, and you could continue this out and make something really lovely out of it, because I can continue this down, getting smaller and smaller leaves. I could salvage this like that, right? But I'm ignoring the negative space. So let's try it again over here. What if I started in the middle with this leaf? But so I'm going to start with this one, and now I'm going to do the opposite one. Okay, now I can notice that the distance between here and here is about the same distance between here and here. So I can just kind of measure, you know, how long that is, and then bring the next node down to there. And then I can draw in the next one. And opposite. Okay, and I can do the same thing. There to there, bring it down. And see, once I find the pattern and find the template, then ignoring the negative space doesn't happen anymore. And now I can connect my nodes. Right? And then I can finish it off right there. So don't ignore your negative space. Don't do this. Take the time to measure and find some commonalities, find the pattern, and it'll help you out. Okay, what's the next pitfall? The mistake number 3. Okay, mistake number 3 is not practicing leaf shapes and orientation. So let's take one leaf. If you don't practice your leaf shapes and your orientation, all of your leaves are going to look the same. And that's not very interesting, is it? Even if you turn them different directions, it's the same leaf. So it always will behoove you to take one of your specimens and turn it in so many different directions to see what else it can do. How about doing that? Something very skinny. And then on its side, how about over, over itself? How about up this way? So these are all different shapes. Let's grab another leaf. Look at that. Look how skinny I can get that one. That's legit, right? I love it. How about this? Where it just kind of comes out and almost is a oval shape. Let's see, I can turn it even more and I can get it to do this. I can get it to do a curve at the bottom and then a big sweep in the back. And that's the stem. So if you don't practice your leaf shapes, this is all the same leaf, right? All the same guy. If you don't practice your leaf shapes, all your leaves are going to look the same, and that's not very interesting. Yeah, go out, collect some leaves, practice your leaves, your orientation, so that when you're drawing something like this, pluck off a couple, do your studies. Hey, if you like this video, I'd love for you to comment and let me know the pitfalls that you run into when you do your botanical line drawing. So avoid these 3 mistakes and you can make something beautiful. This is Jules. I'll see you next time. Cheers.